Right friends, welcome back to questions and answers for 19th week from 9th May to 15th May. ICGS Shaurya was recently launched at Panaji. This Coast Guard ship, it is the fifth in a series of 6 offshore patrol vessels, basically to protect our maritime borders, and it is designed indigenously, in-house designing and built by Goa Shipyard Limited, and it is capable of cruising at a speed of 23 knots. And you may ask, what is a knot? You should not forget knot as well as a nautical mile. 1 nautical mile is 1.852 kilometers. Basically, nautical mile is used to measure distances and knot is used for measuring speed. 1 knot is 1.852 kilometers per hour. And this ICGS Shaurya is 105 meters long and is capable of cruising at a speed of 23 knots. And look into the next question. Name the state government which accorded minority status to Jain community. The state we are talking about is Gujarat, and because of this, Jain institutions will get a special status like the ones given to Muslims and Christians. And one more important point I would like to tell you, at the national level, 6 religions or communities enjoy minority status. They are Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Parsis and Jains. This important aspect, please don't forget. Another important aspect is, under Article 30 of the Constitution of India, minorities will get the right to establish and administer educational institutions. Look into the next question. 475th birth anniversary celebrations of Maharana Pratap are being held by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, in association with the state government of Rajasthan. And Maharana Pratap was the ruler of Mewar dynasty during 1572 to 1597. He ruled for around 25 years, born in Kumbalkar Fort, Rajasthan, and he was a great warrior who fought with the mighty Mughals. And in this connection, government released rupees 100 commemorative coin as well as rupees 10 circulation coin. And here these celebrations are being held by Government of India in association with the state government of Rajasthan. Look into the next one. Indian Army conducted Chakravyuh 2 training exercises in Suratgarh, and this is basically to ensure rapid mobilization and execution of battle plans in conjunction with Indian Air Force. Look into the next one. India and Mauritius. Mauritius is the country in Indian Ocean, predominantly of Indian origin population, and both the countries have signed a protocol to amend a double taxation avoidance agreement. And for the past 3 decades, this double taxation avoidance agreement with Mauritius was accused of treaty abuse, or you can say several shell companies are established in Mauritius to take tax benefits, and to prevent tax avoidance and also to prevent treaty abuse. Now both the governments decided to amend the protocol of DTAA, and from now onwards, capital gains tax will be source based instead of residence based. Prior to the signing of this protocol, the capital gains tax was residence based, and after this protocol, that means which will come into effect from 1st April 2017. So from 1st April 2017, capital gains will become source based, right? So if you want more, please listen to other lectures. Please look into this slide. The Mauritius, it is a Indian Ocean country where predominantly Indian origin population settled long back. Rodrigo Duterte will be the 16th president of Philippines. At present, he is mayor of Davao City, and he got a landslide victory by securing 39% of the votes against his nearest rivals 23%. So, if someone talks about Rodrigo Duterte, he will be the 16th president of Philippines. Please look into this slide. Philippines is a Southeast Asian country, one of the prominent countries of ASEAN, right? Shashank Manohar was elected unopposed as the first independent chairman of ICC, and for the first time this post of independent chairman is created. He will have a tenure of 2 years. Previously, he worked as president of BCCI for 2 tenures, and Shashank Manohar is the lawyer from Nagpur, and he will hold the post of independent chairman for the first time after the post of president was abolished. And ICC headquarters is in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and at the same time ICC is responsible for the governance of cricket's major international tournaments. Barack Obama, the President of United States of America, will shortly visit Hiroshima. And don't forget, in the year 1945, during the closing days of Second World War, this atom bomb was dropped first on Hiroshima on August 6th. The name of that atom bomb is Little Boy. Similarly, another atom bomb after 3 days, that is on August 9th, was launched on Nagasaki. The name is Fat Man. So, these two are the names of atom bombs launched on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in the year 1945. And he will be the first president to visit Hiroshima after atomic bomb was dropped on August 6, 1945. Look into the next one. NPPA. NPPA is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. It has fixed the ceiling price of 54 drug formulations used for treatment of cancer, diabetes and other diseases. And NPPA is given the mandate to fix the prices of essential drugs. And NPPA, you can say, is the drug regulator established in 1997. And if someone asks you which is the nodal ministry of this NPPA, it is Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, specifically Department of Pharmaceuticals under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. And NPPA is the drug regulator in the country, don't forget. International Nurses Day, to commemorate the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, was observed on May 12, and on this occasion President of India presented the Florence Nightingale Awards to 35 nursing personnel. And basically this day is to commemorate the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, and Union Health Ministry instituted these awards, which carries a cash prize of rupees 50,000. Supreme Court ruled that telecom companies will not compensate mobile phone users for call drops. Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, or TROI, imposed penalty on telecom companies that if call drop is there, then they have to pay ₹1 and maximum 3 rupees in a day. And not happy with the decision, Cellular Operators Association of India approached the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court quashed the order of Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, as the Supreme Court felt there are several other reasons for call drops. So, the cellular operators need not be blamed for the issue of call drops, because there are several other reasons for call drops, as felt by the Supreme Court. As per World Health Organization's Urban Air Quality Database for 2016, World Health Organization recently released Urban Air Quality Database for 2016 for particulate matter 2.5 as well as particulate matter 10. They have released the most polluted cities across the world, and the database is based on the annual average of particulate matter in 3,000 cities in 100 countries. And out of all the cities where PM 2.5 concentration is the highest, Jabal in Iran became the most polluted city, followed by Gwalior, Allahabad. These two are in India. Gwalior is in Madhya Pradesh and Allahabad is in Uttar Pradesh. And Out of the first 7 most polluted cities, 4 are in India. Second place is Gwalior, third place is Allahabad, sixth is Patna, seventh is Raipur, and Delhi stands at 11th position. PM 2.5 is highly dangerous because these finer particles, the thickness of these particles or the size of these particles is around 1/30th of the size of a human hair. They are finer particles, they go deep into the lungs and cause several diseases, right? So, India, 4 worst cities out of top 7 are in India. If you look at the worst air quality, name the bank which launched India's first contactless business credit card for small and medium enterprises. We are talking about ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank and Jet Airways came together to launch this Jet Airways ICICI Bank Business Advantage card, and this uses Visa Pay Wave contactless technology. Right friends, name the country which decided to close refugee camp Dadaab. This Dadaab refugee camp is the world's largest. This camp was opened in the year 1991 during the height of a Somalia civil war, and now it is suspected that it is becoming a safe haven for terrorist organizations like Al-Shabaab, right? And several people expressed concern with regard to the decision of Kenya to close this refugee camp, which houses few lakhs of people. Niti Aayog will replace 5-year plans with a 15-year vision document, and the 12th 5-year plan, which is in progress, will be the last, and that will end on 31st March 2017, and subsequently Niti Aayog's 15-year vision document will come into force from 2017-18. And eradication of poverty is the central objective of this vision document. Union government approved National Intellectual Property Rights Policy 2016 to promote IP regime, intellectual property regime. Intellectual property is basically creations of mind like patents, copyrights and trademarks. And recently government unveiled National Intellectual Property Rights Policy, and to encourage innovation, creativity and entrepreneurship in our country, this was unveiled, and the National IPR policy will strive for creative India and innovative India. Fatma Samba Samaura has been named as the Secretary General of FIFA. This FIFA is the world body for football. Headquarters is Zurich, Switzerland. And you may ask, who is the FIFA president? FIFA president is Gianni Infantino. And Fatma Samba Samaura of Senegal will be the first female Secretary General of FIFA, and she is a UN diplomat from Senegal prior to this posting. If you look at other appointments, Luis Miguel Maduro will be the chairman of FIFA's governance committee. Justice Mukul Mudgal, deputy chairman, FIFA's governance committee. And don't forget, Mukul Mudgal was former Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court. Now, India's Mukul Mudgal will take the post of deputy chairman in FIFA's governance committee. As per the protocol signed with Mauritius, which amends the double taxation avoidance agreement, the amendments made will apply only for investments made on or after 1st April 2017. For the investments made on or after 1st April 2017, this amended protocol will be valid. And up to 31st March 2017, old rules will apply as per the existing DTAA. The board of World Bank has approved a $625 million loan to support the Center's program to generate electricity from rooftop solar power plants. And World Bank also approved co-financing loans of $120 million on concessional terms, and this involves a $5 million grant from the Clean Technology Fund of Climate Investment Fund. And these sanctions will help developing 400 megawatt of grid connected rooftop solar photovoltaic projects across the country. Special 301 report pertains to United States of America. This is basically ranking various countries based on intellectual property protection and enforcement in other countries. And there are two categories. One is priority foreign country. That means when you are talking about inadequacy of IP protection and enforcement, there are two categories where IP protection is inadequate. One is a priority foreign country, the second one is a priority watch list, and the United States of America kept India in priority watch list. If you look at intellectual property, and this priority watch list is from the perspective of United States of America as per Special 301 report. Why I asked this question is Special 301 report is into the news in recent times. When the window for granting banking licenses is open throughout the year, it is known as on-tap licensing. And as and when Reserve Bank feels that there is a need for bank licensing, this will be utilized for granting licenses. So recently Reserve Bank of India announced guidelines for on-tap licensing. The Aguada Central Jail is going to be converted into a museum. Recently, Goa government announced this Aguada Central Jail will be converted into a museum. This is a 26 crore rupee project, and this is a scenic spot overlooking the Arabian Sea in Goa. Nowadays, several banks are reporting losses, and whenever the loan account becomes non-performing, that means when the loan is not serviced for more than 90 days, it becomes a non-performing asset, and when the loan becomes non-performing, then some money is to be set aside by the banks to cover bad loans. This is known as provisioning, and this provisioning is based on the risk weight of the loan. Which of the following will identify public sector undertakings for strategic sale? Niti Aayog is vested with the identification of public sector undertakings for strategic sale. You may ask, what is the meaning of strategic sale? Strategic sale is selling public sector enterprises without bothering about majority stake by the government, or you can say losing majority control of public sector undertakings is a strategic sale. Minority stake sale is different, strategic stake sale is different, both are different, and both combined is known as disinvestment of public sector enterprises. So when minority stake sale is done, still the majority shareholding will be with Government of India. Minimum 51% will be still with Government of India, but when strategic sale takes place, then the management will go into the private hands, right? And don't forget to look at the public sector enterprises. A separate department was announced in 2016-17 budget. The name of the department is Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. In April 2016, exports have fallen by 6.7%. Exports are falling consecutively since December 2014. Please don't forget, in the year 2015-16, exports have fallen by approximately 16%, which is not a good sign for a country like India. Indian vessel MT Distya Ameya was detained by United Nations for carrying disputed oil from Libya. Libya, there are two governments. Interim government of Libya is not recognized by the United Nations, and hence the United Nations ordered for not carrying oil from Libyan oil fields, and accordingly this vessel was detained by the United Nations. Look into the next one. President of Sri Lanka Maithripala Sirisena unveiled a bust of Buddhist revivalist Anagarika Dharmapala at Sanchi. And Anagarika Dharmapala was a famous Sri Lankan Buddhist revivalist and writer. He was one of the founding contributors of non-violent Sinhalese Buddhist nationalism and Buddhism. Look into the next question. Government is switching over to 3-level strategy with regard to planning from 2017-18 because Niti Aayog came into existence in place of a planning commission. Accordingly, 3-level strategy will be adopted. If you want more, please listen to the lecture part. And present 12th 5-year plan ends on 31st March 2017, and this will be the last 5-year plan as the strategy is entirely changed with the advent of Niti Aayog. Look into the next one. H5N1 recently resurfaced in Bidar district of Karnataka, and H5N1 pertains to poultry. It is also known as bird flu or avian influenza, and it is infectious viral disease which can cause illness in human beings and many other animal species. Look into the last question. HAL Hindustan Aeronautics Limited recently undertook a Kumudvati River Rejuvenation Project under corporate social responsibility. The firms having certain profits, they have to spend 2% of the profits subject to certain conditions, and recently Hindustan Aeronautics Limited at a cost of rupees 4.77 crore undertook a river rejuvenation project Kumudvati river. This river is a tributary of Arkavati, and this is near Bengaluru in Karnataka, and the project which was undertook by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is in the right perspective. So, the state we are talking about is Karnataka. So, right friends, let us conclude the questions and answers. Please do join for other modules. Have a nice day. Thank you.